Hey guys, it is me Carter, or Care Bear, whatever you want to call me. Today on my channel, I thought it would be a fun idea to sit here and read some Am I the Asshole Reddit posts. So grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, or whatever you're drinking, and let's dive into this chaotic video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you guys do, make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button, become a member of the hashtag Fighting Care Bears. We're a family that loves and supports everybody. We are a safe space for all. My girlfriend of 10 years said she needed more time when I proposed to her. Am I the asshole for checking out of the relationship ever since? My girlfriend 25F and I 25 male have been dating for 10 years. Prior to dating, we were close friends. We have known each other for almost 17 years now. Last month, I proposed to her and she said she needed more time to get her life in order. The whole thing shocked me. She apologized and I told her it was okay. However, I've been checking out of my relationship ever since she said no. As days passed, I am slowly falling out of love with her, and she has probably noticed it. I have stopped initiating date nights, sex, and she has pretty much I just said this correctly. She has been pretty much initiating everything. She has asked me many times about proposing, and she has said she's ready now. But I told her I need more time to think about it. She's assured me many times that we are meant to be together, and that she wants me to be her life partner forever. We live together in an apartment, but our lease is expiring in a couple of months. I don't really plan on extending it, and I am probably going to break up with her. Am I the asshole? I think that no, you're not the asshole. But I think that y'all need to talk. I think y'all need to sit down and have a serious adult conversation. And you need to let her know that you're thinking about not renewing the lease. Because she should be aware that she may have to find a new place to live. And I think that she does have a right to know that you're thinking about breaking up with her.
Am I the asshole for refusing to give my boyfriend's cat back to his mother after his death?
My boyfriend, 26, of 3 years, died in November of 2023 after getting in a car accident. He left behind his 2 cats, Gizmo and Shortcake, which we love dearly. Gizmo is 8 and Shortcake is 2. Aww, those are such cute names. I love them, especially Shortcake. I'm like, aww. Before we met, my boyfriend adopted Gizmo while he still lived with his mother, so they all lived together for about 5 years before they moved out and moved in with me, and then we adopted Shortcake together a year ago from a local shelter. Before his death, his mother and I had a decent relationship and we got along fine. I think his death brought us together more, and she supported me through my grief. She would take me out for coffee and made sure I was eating well and taking care of myself, and I would try to help her out as well.
Just recently, she reaches out to me on WhatsApp to ask about Gizmo and if she could come over to my place to say hi to him because she hasn't seen him in a while. I said sure, and she came over for around an hour. We chatted about stuff, and then she left. Later that night, she messaged to ask me if she could maybe take Gizmo back to her house as he reminds him so much of her son, and having Gizmo back would make her feel a lot better.
I generally considered giving Gizmo back to her after she said that, but I love Gizmo with my whole heart, and I don't want to make this harder on him than what it has to be, and anyone with a pet would relate to that.
Yeah, no, honestly, people don't realize that animals really do have feelings, and they feel, for example, loss of their person or one of their people.
In the morning, she asked me to reconsider my answer, to which I said it's still a no, and she leaves me on red. She then blasts me on Facebook, calling me selfish, and I get a dozen messages on Facebook from her family calling me the same, but I am still standing firm on my decision. Good for you. This whole situation has put major strain on my relationship with her and my boyfriend's extended family. This is a side of her I've never seen before, and I think it's damaged our relationship to a point of no return, which sucks as they were my support system during my boyfriend's death. It hurts me to think what my boyfriend would have thought of this whole situation, as him and his mother were super close as well. I don't know what he would have wanted me to do, but regardless, Gizmo is staying with me. Does this make me the asshole? No, you are definitely not the asshole. It's not good for you to separate the cat from its best friend. That would just add to the cat's trauma and loss. Grief is such a complicated thing, and it's a complex thing, and everybody grieves differently, which is probably the reason why the boyfriend's mom is behaving the way that she is, which is not an excuse for the way that she's choosing to go about it. Maybe you could make like a photo of him for the mother or something of the sorts and give it to her as a way to remember her son.
Am I the asshole? Significant other stays up on her PC while I'm trying to sleep for work. I mean, why are you upset about this?
I guess we'll find out, shall we?
My significant other stays up very late, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. on her PC gaming when I have to get up at 5:10ish. Am I the asshole for being super upset about this? Sometimes I end up getting a few hours of sleep for a 12-hour shift on my first day back for the week. I work 7 12-hour shifts, then have 7 days off. As the week progresses, I end up going to sleep earlier and getting a little more sleep, but the first 2 are miserable. I went to bed at 9 tonight knowing I kind of goofed up my schedule from traveling. I've laid here for 5 hours trying to sleep through click, flashing light, bright light, tippy tappy, tippy tappy. She has stated before, what am I supposed to do? I can't take my stuff in another room. She really can't. That would be a lot of work. Depends on where you live, because I don't see why the gaming PC's in the bedroom other than if you live in a very small room for rent or with parents, which is understandable. Or so what? I'm just not supposed to play anything when it's your work week, which is also kind of reasonable too. I don't know how to fix this, but I'm broken with trying to work for 12 hours off of 2 or 3 hours of sleep. You are not the asshole. I still don't understand, depending on the floor plan, why it's in the bedroom. I say invest in a quieter keyboard, because they do make those. Get an eye mask, unless the PC can be moved, because... But yeah, you're not the asshole, especially for wanting a decent bit of these.
Am I the asshole for leaving my sister's wedding but keeping the bribe I was paid to attend? Ooh, this just got juicy. My brother is an asshole and has made my life hell since I can remember. Gray rocked him as soon as I understood the concept and have been no contact with him since he moved out of my parents' house. My sister was getting married. I checked to see if he was invited. He was. I RSV'd my regrets. My sister and parents came by to talk to me into attending. I said fuck no. They promised me that he would be on his best behavior. I said no. They begged. I said no. If y'all hear that boom boom, by the way, it is thundering where I am. They asked me if there's anything they could do to convince me to go. I said that if they gave me 1,000 each, that I would return if he left me alone. They said no. I said good day. They came back with 2,000 in an envelope. I was at the wedding venue with my wife talking to my parents when my brother arrived. He came right over and called me a homophobic slur. My dad's head just dropped. My boy, you need to learn some manners. I took my wife's hand and we went out for a night paid for by my parents and sister. We were already dressed up, so we had a fancy night out with our phones off. Good for you and your wife. Y'all deserve to have a good fancy night out and not tolerate homophobic shit. My parents and sister are furious at my brother. He is mad because my dad told him that he is a child that can't control himself. My brother is mad at me for being a baby and not being able to take a joke. Can I sit down with your brother or maybe stand up to your brother and look at him and say, no, it's not because you can't take a joke. Nothing excuses homophobic comments and slurs. Asshole. I really don't care. $2,000 isn't a lot of money, but it is enough to sting. Now maybe they will listen when I say I do not want to be around him. My mom, however, is mad at me for taking the money. She seems to think I was paid to put up with his abuse. I've tried explaining that it was more of a bond on his behavior. She won't listen. Am I the asshole for taking the money and leaving? No. You are definitely not the asshole for taking the money and leaving. Oh my god. Can't believe today we haven't gotten one single you are the asshole. We're prepared to stay if your brother behaved himself. And he did not. So you took the money and were like, no, me and my wife are gonna have a nights out where there's no homophobia or abuse. So yeah, no, you are not the asshole. That is the end of today's video. I love you guys so much. Stay positive, stay strong. Do not forget that this is a safe space for all. We do not tolerate any kind of hate or bullying. Comment down below what your guys' opinions on these Am I the Assholes included in today's video. I am trying to consistently upload and also upload my mental health channel. It's been a wild year, but I am trying, I promise. And I will see you guys on the flip side and in my next video. Follow me on my other social medias to keep up with me when I'm not on here. And yeah, bye!